Hello again, everyone. We got a MiniGT, this time of a drift car. This is number 858 in the lineup. It's a lot of diecast cars. And here we have the S15 Silvia with the LBWK Super Silhouette body kit, and it's by Fausto Racing. This driver, I guess, is Yukio Fausto, and yeah, this FiveX livery. So it's interesting that MiniGT has the budget now to actually sponsor real vehicles, as you see on these images here, right there. I guess it makes sense though. I mean, if you have an event, you set up a table, they probably sell thousands of these models at every one of these events, right? And that's why they have 858 different products already. As you can see, there's many different wheels. You know, these things they're burning through tires and all that and the like. So I'm not sure if the photos are going to show. Well, I think that wheel is going to match what's going on this particular model. So MiniGT they did get licensing from Nissan and LBWK as well. So nice simple packaging, not a waste of money. It's just all the bare necessities to get me the product that I want. This is actually chromed. I thought it would just be like a metallic green, but I think it's a chrome green. Alright, well, you notice this image doesn't have a diffuser, but on this image there is a diffuser, so I suppose it just has to do with what event it is, if it needs downforce or not, additional downforce. And that's the best I could find for a rear. It's pretty hard to find a clear image of a drift car from the rear because it's usually just burning up tires. But you can see the taillight is recessed and stuff like that. Although this one, yeah, it's just red, right? It doesn't have the white part of the taillight. So maybe they could have printed some silver or something on there. It's a toy. It rolls. And it tells me what it is. So I'm very grateful for that. Because I don't store my models in boxes. So when I pull this out for comparison next time, I'll know it's a 2002 S15. Alright, so the tires, maybe I have to put that on the wheel a little bit better. Okay. You can unscrew it if you want and repaint the interior, or maybe do a wheel swap. I'm not sure if there's even a rib holding this. No, there's a very, very faint rib. So the tires might need some adjusting. They don't want to self-center so much. Undercarriage details, the diffuser, that's fine. And then some indication of this translucent green they shot over the casting. But it pretty much, yeah, it's a very chrome-like looking paint finish. Let's start with the wheels here. They're very thin spokes. I'm actually quite surprised that they would make spokes this thin. It's like 3D printing kind of thin. But I'm glad because it looks realistic, having thin spokes. And then you have some lug nut recess details. There's no brake system. It's not an expensive model, so the tire is also curved. It's not slab-sided. Okay, so yeah. It's all real sponsorship, and you'll notice it's not wrinkly, and there's no air pockets behind the panel gap here. So I think most of this is tampo printed paint, and there's just a lot of colors. I mean, every one of these colors might be a separate print process. I'm not sure, but it's crazy how much graphic work is put on this body. This is just flat. That might be realistic to the car. I don't know. It's got a very tiny mirror. It's rubbery though, so it won't break off very easily. Boy, some of it looks black, but it's really not. It's just the thing is so chrome. This is interesting. Why is this? It looks like this rear wheel has a silver lip, but the front doesn't. Maybe they're trying to match that side photo I pulled up, where the rear wheel does have a silver lip, but the spokes are totally different. Okay, so I guess this thing runs SSR wheels. That's what that logo is. And then, yeah, it's funny. You get the MiniGT on the thing as well. Okay, well, I assume that's the driver's name. Let's see. Yeah. Well, the mirror's kind of covering it up. Yukio Fausto. G-Shock. Alright. Some other sponsorship. It's all blacked out. Yeah, I do see it on the real car. They put some sort of panel here. I think they could have also put the dots here. There's 3 rivets or screws. I mean, so if you're going to print this white text, they could have also at the same time printed the 3 dots there, make it even more realistic. But going to the front, it's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous chin spoiler. But it is a drift car, I guess. Imagine taking this on a normal street. You would just shear this whole front end off. Any sort of speed bump would just destroy that. But LBWK, they're crazy styling. This is a separate plastic piece. In the grill here we have some horizontal streaks, it looks like. Maybe that's supposed to be an intercooler or something. And then we have the inserted headlights of plastic, and behind them the silver paint over some bumps looking like light bulbs. I guess that's a grill. I don't know if there's any additional paint. There actually might be a strip of black paint in there. But it's in shadow, so I don't even think it's necessary. These are well defined as well. No additional paint, but you could add it very easily. Yeah, there you go. So MiniGT started only in 2017. And yet they have so many products out there. That's pretty insane. Alright, well, I assume these are all real companies and the like. And we have some wiper blades molded in, painted black. And all this is tampo printed as well. This all looks great. Yeah, that's a cool graphic right there. Now this is a decal, I think, because you can see this little clear edge. So that's the only thing that's a decal so far that I've seen. Everything else, this looks like paint to me. Very cool. So yep, all detail on the wings even. Some little sink marks here for the bolts or whatnot. And then the diffuser, painted black. And decent enough sizing of the ribs. They don't look super wide, so that's good. The vents here are just printed on. And just a blank black license plate. Maybe that's realistic to the car. Yeah, so my only criticism, it would have been neat to have co-molded rear lights where that would be clear, and then you'd see the silver paint behind it, just like the photograph I pulled up. That would have been icing on top. Alright. But it's pretty crazy casting, right? This wing is sticking out so far. It's, yeah, very, very over-the-top styling by LBWK. And seems like MiniGT did a good job capturing it. Alright, well, the interior is nicely done, as you can see. The steering wheel, there's no airbag. There's some round gauges in the dashboard there. The center console, the stick shift there, e-brake, cushion seats, cushion ribbing or whatever on the seats. Definitely racing seats there. Even the turn signal and wiper blade stocks. And then a roll cage as well. Yeah, so I think that there's an X brace there in the back of the roll cage. Roll cages are coming down to the dashboard like a real one. Oh yeah, that would be an easier view right there. And even rear seats, that's unexpected. You'd think they'd be stripped out. But, or maybe they are. Wait, what is that? You know what it is? I think it is a gutted rear end. Yeah, I just thought those were seat ribs, but maybe not. Maybe that's like the floor pan or something. Alright, that's cool that they went through the effort of making a racing interior. As I was getting my fingerprints off, there's actually a tiny little side pipe here. I didn't realize that on the bottom, but yeah, there's no rear exhaust, it's this little side pipe. So that's pretty nice. Alright, looking at some other things. So this MiniGT is, unfortunately it doesn't tell you what this one is on. They didn't do the printing of it, but it's the same body it seems. But this is a real livery as well. Yeah, I guess it's an older FiveX livery. But this has different wheels. I think I put in my own brakes for that one. But now look at this though. Why are the taillights on this so good? Right? Those look like more like the taillights in the photograph. So that's a bit of a mystery, right? It says realistic taillights, and somewhere maybe it's the budget, you know, because this is a chrome paint job, and it has, well, this has a lot of graphics on it all over it as well. So I'm not sure, And this one even has a yellow roll cage, so I don't know which of these models would have cost more to make, but maybe the brand should realize they just have to take a loss on certain models and make a profit on simpler road-going cars or something. Here's a normal looking S15, I think. This is by... No, this is an S14, I apologize, but I'm glad they write that stuff because now I know that. Diecast Masters maybe was the brand. They kind of came and went. Here's a Tarmac Works of a S14 with a Vertex kit on it. And the last one is an Aoshima Grachon car of the 79 Silvia. All the Grachons have LBWK kits on them also. And you can see the ridiculousness of this. I added my own BNDS alloy wheels though. And I painted the interior as well. It's the beauty of the screwed together base. Let's get rid of the normal ones. Those aren't even S15s or whatever. Yeah, these things. This is an even more ridiculous chin lip there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Minus the crazy chin lip, I think the rest of the vehicle is pretty sweet. The over fendering is so drastic, but you know, you get some big tires in there, and as long as well, actually they are wider than the side mirrors. Might be difficult to park without scraping and stuff. Which one do you guys like? I don't know. I don't know which I like the most. They all are appealing in their own way. I don't like the black wheels on that. It's hard to see the details, but the taillights are really nice. So I'm going to keep them all. This is different enough, I think, that I'm willing to keep both of them. I really like this green chrome. And I assume they have the blue version of this and purple version of this either coming out or have already been released. So this car has gone under... Maybe this is actually the same car. They just wrap it or graphics every year or something. I don't know. They change up the look. I assume it's graphics, not paint on the real thing. Like just a body wrap kind of thing. Alright, well, another fine model or toy, whatever you want to call it, by MiniGT. Amazing amount of graphics on this thing. And only one decal. So as long as the paint underneath it stays good, so will the graphics. So that's good stuff, really is. Thank you for watching. We'll see you the next time I get a MiniGT in.